Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for being here. So today's reading is a collective reading. My intention is to bring out messages in regards to what are you healing at the moment, and what kind of specifically generational trauma you are healing at the moment, to bring in some more awareness and personal empowerment for you. And I also receive a message through the meditation that I might want to look at what are you aligning with at the end of the reading as a summary. So I will do that if I don't forget it as well. And let's see it. Let me also share with you what I was hearing through the meditation. When I was asking the question, what kind of a generational trauma you are healing, I heard poverty. I heard boundaries, like maybe a lack of boundaries. But let's see. I'll start with my first ever chart deck, Wild Unknown, I guess it is. I haven't used it for a while. So what kind of generational trauma does a collectivist healing spirit at the moment? Oh, wow, okay. That's very talkative. Wow, we have High Priestess. We have Seven of Cups in reverse. We have Two of Cups and Four of Pentacles. There has been some beliefs when it comes to relationships, a love, a self-love, giving and receiving that was, I'm just hearing planted in your DNA, but somehow whatever beliefs you were having, um, you might have thought that it's for your highest good, but in overall, what beliefs you have right now, you embody at the moment, is for your highest good. I'm usually, for the Four of Pentacles, I would have just interpreted as someone holding on to some things, maybe even clinging on, even if they know that it's not for their highest good. But for now, I'm just gathering up a beautiful, actually stable union energy. Whatever you want to manifest into your life at the moment, collective, you are aligning with your highest good already. This is beautiful. I can get also clarity about how this has been going on for you. But one more card in here. It seems like you're clearing out any mental confusion or clarity. If you have been resonating with the message that there might have been too much people or influences around you, this includes family, their expectations. Most of us have what we should be doing, when we should be having kids, getting married, what kind of a job should we be doing, where should we be living, when we should be getting our house, car, the second one. Nothing is ever enough. So if there has been those kind of mental fogs or clarity confusions before, there is a sun coming up. You can see that with the downwards position. The sun is up in the Seven of Cups. And the upright position, there is more so unclarity, and the moon is up. But you are finding out your clarity within yourself, by the way. You did it by yourself. Spirit wants me to say congratulations. Let me get the clarity around here, please, Spirit. Okay, wow. We have Judgment, Temperance in reverse. That's a Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Emperor. Whatever, I feel like you got an awakening moment, you got an epiphany, and that has been something that has been coming up along the way. You've gone through many hardships. From time to time, you might still resonate by just having some kind of anxiety, because other than this card, let me see. Okay. You might have anxiety around a couple of different thoughts, and they keep crawling back around and again. You are very, very aware of it, and you might be getting more clarity around what's the root cause of it, or if it was arising from presence of some people around you in your circle, etc. You are getting more clarity around it, and you're doing things for your higher self to reduce this anxiety or clarity. Or you might be even changing this style of how you are operating in your daily life. If you, I saw 4444, just very foundational, beautiful changes that's happening in the collective. I'm so happy to hear these messages now and receive it as well. Thank you. But what I mean by like how you're operating the day-to-day life, what I mean is that, for example, if you resonate by being a go-getter, always on the doing mode, and maybe a little bit of a perfectionist, doesn't have to be, but and like feel like nothing is ever enough, and you could always do better. Then maybe you're changing your way of approaching to your day-to-day life. You're like, this is good enough. This is what I can do today, and this is what I'm going to do. I know maybe I could do better if I push myself, but am I going to do it? No. Why? Because I don't feel like it. So you are not trying to justify what your heart or soul wants at the moment, even if it does not make sense to your mind, even if it's not making your ego, a conditioned mind, very happy. But you are choosing it. It might not be making your conditioned mind and ego happy, but it's actually what's best for you, and it's gonna make you happier, your soul, your heart, your body in the longer run. So I hope this is making some sense. And whatever you're creating is very, very incredibly stable with the Emperor in here. It's also like healing your divine masculine energy and healing your relationship with your divine masculine, and attracting a divine masculine figure into your life. If you had relationship issues about attracting a partner that you want, if you have been wanting to attract a dominantly divine masculine operating partner, then you're more aligned with attracting what you want than ever. If you are trying to attract a partner who is a more of so in their divine feminine energy, then you are more close to achieving that manifestation of yours by stepping into your divine masculine energy. So I hope it's making a sense. There was some imbalance in between how you were basically how you were maybe there were some I'm sorry. Maybe there were some, let's say, hot temper issues at times. Maybe you were overly defining yourself with your emotions, and you might have been, I don't want to say overreacting, because like there's always a reason why we do it so. And I know it from myself as a fire sign, but like this tells me of like maybe too much emotions, maybe too much fire, maybe like too much reactions. What I mean by too much reactions is that, I mean, like it was taking more energy out from you than it could have actually needed to be taken. Like it's all about our perspective, how we receive things in a daily life. Let's say something goes a little bit south. So basically, if we chose to make it a big deal out of it. It could be a big deal though. If we chose to get angry, yell, and get upset, frustrated, grumpy, this is what we are investing our energy into at this moment. And this is going to take a lot from us, and the recovery is going to be in the longer run. Of course, there are needs that we need to let the anger out, it's going to be healthy. But if we chose to operate in a different manner, uh, in case of these inconveniences, if we choose to not to react as much as we would initially wanted to, if we choose to stay calm and not to react as much as possible, and trying to see that maybe why that happened, or is there something else that I can do to make myself feel better. The whole relative of how the things are going to unfold for you is going to be different. You're not going to be spending as much energy as from your precious energy field onto something that is going to be draining you. I hope that this makes sense. Beautiful. Can we clarify the High Priestess? Can we clarify the High Priestess? Ooh. We have Nine of Wands, and this is Six of Swords in here, right? They come in reverse. You are right now learning to trust. You are learning to trust, even if you cannot see any further, because this is the high priestess. And I'm picking up one message that if you have been keep aligning with the partners that were actually not the partners that you're going to end up with in this lifetime, if you have been trying to manifest like happily ever after stable partnership, and if you keep like basically partnering up with the people that was teaching you things mostly, and then you were meant to basically learn lessons from each other and then separate after a while, then you are started to align with actually what is for your highest good. So the fact that you keep learning lessons is always going to continue, because we are human beings. Yeah, we are eternal souls having a human experience basically, but we are always going to keep learning lessons, but more so that the intensity of the lessons you're learning, how hard it's going to make an impact in your soul, is lessening, and you start enjoying more and more so of the life. And although you cannot see the finish line, and although at times you cannot make sense, I guess there are at the moment some energies and occasions happening in your life that you cannot exactly make sense. It will start making more and more sense to you, that I feel, because like you are aligning with this trust, the mindset within your soul. Maybe this was something, one of the biggest lessons, or one of the lessons that you have to learn in soul level in this lifetime, to trust. Maybe there were some control issues in your lineage that you are actually learning to let it go. Align your life. Haven't I mentioned that they asked me to get a message what you're aligning with? Let's do it now. What is not aligned or needs to change? Let me get one more card. Align your life. Get grounded, and we have the initiation. Something is changing, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You definitely are. You're stepping into your highest timeline. You are aligning. You're attracting the things and the people, money, freedom, whatever you want. You are stepping into your highest timeline in here. And they want me to tell you also there are affirmations that you can use, like in a daily basis. For example, I am the highest version of myself. I focus on whatever is going right for me. I am jumping to my highest timeline at the moment, and whatever your highest timeline is looking out for you, looking for you. So get grounded says that empaths, highly sensitive and connect with nature. You're aligning with nature more and more. Maybe you need to like put more green into your environment, your day-to-day environment, if you don't have too much green around you. But you're asked to also like go more outside and be more present without any music or any distractions when you're having your daily walks, or if you're not having any daily walks, you're asked to gathering around some peonies around you as flowers could be very nice, or any kind of like a scented candles with the peonies. You are an empath. You're a very highly sensitive soul, and basically your soul and your energetic field is telling you already what you're not aligned with, and they want you to align yourself with whatever is meant for you. And how you understand this is that basically it's going to feel off, or it's going to feel draining from your energetic field whenever you're not aligned with something or some people. So align your life says that what in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are. We are cyclic beings, cyclic beings, in a constant state of change, of evolution and growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it's harder to hold on to the facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. Just exactly what I was talking about. ISO 14444. Force might be just repetitive numbers and following you all around. Okay, to surrender. How? To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. Okay, to surrender to how we have changed and aligned life to that way of being. If you pull this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined by yourself, the job, the relationships, and the mask you wore to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. Let's see what you're aligning with actually. It's like you're aligning with your highest timeline, but oh my god, okay, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You're basically aligning with your, I will get that thing on the floor. So you're basically aligning with an 8 of Pentacles, with your manifestations. It is something with the Pentacles. It's going to be something in your material world that you're going to see how things are unfolding for you. However, there are some things you need to let go of. You know that you're not quite happy with. You are first letting go of things, as a card was saying in your life, since this is in the reverse position. That tells me there are some blockages. Once you realize those blockages, the things, people, jobs, limitations, limiting beliefs, then you will be actually aligning with what is best for you, what is for your highest good. And this is going to be happily ever after family life. This is going to be financial abundance. Anything you're going to see in the material world that you want to manifest. Okay, let's see. What kind of generational trauma does the collective is healing at the moment, Spirit? Some more cards. Wow. Oh my god. Action is with the divine masculine energy I was mentioning. And bringing balance into your life by doing so. Gratitude and balance. I said that, bringing balance. Wow, I love that. There are ancestors around you that I feel with the gratitude card. They are calling out for you to also like connect with them. They have more information for you. We're like, this reading is all about like what kind of like a generational trauma you're healing, and your ancestors has more message to you. And if you can just create some kind of like basically altar for your ancestors, there's like a big change. With this is like a 23, it's up to 5 card. There's like a big change that they want to bring into your life, which is for your highest good, and this is going to make you happy as well. Another ancestral like a figure in here for me as well. Be careful with your, like, be careful, I mean, like, put attention on the moon cycles. And right now, I guess we are having is it the Venus Kazemi? You can just, like, Google it, watch videos from the YouTube. But this is a perfect time that the Venus is just, like, gaining back its power after, like, can I say like giving the power away or being in a shadow period and not feeling so happy for a while. So right now, Venus is going to start taking its power again back. So this is a perfect time to align with our manifestations actually, and manifest consciously as well. This action tells me basically that you're starting in your new life. Okay, let's get the last messages for you, collective. What kind of like a trauma you're healing at the moment? One thing with the gratitude card that I'm feeling is that if there were people in your family line who were mostly on the lack mindset about like to complain but not to take any action, always feeling on a stuck mood, and whenever you're around them you always feel like something is lacking, like nothing is ever happy, like the day could be the best it could get, like amazing sunshine if you like it, some people don't, amazing sunshine if you like it. Like you got the best breakfast, you feel so happy, and then whatever you require for your day to basically start as like amazing, it is just happening. And then that one person, it could be a family member, they say something and it just sucks the soul out of your body. I'm like, you're why? Like why was what was the reason? Why did we have to think about that? Like this is not even valid. Like why are you operating in that level? Like it's just like not serving me to be around you even. So if there are these kind of patterns, this is something you are healing. You are the leader. You might be the black sheep in your family, but you are the one that is bringing change through your changing mindset of giving more and more gratitude towards all the hardships that you and your family have had. Last message spirit about what kind of like a trauma they're healing. Minimus. Commune with the source. It's the 17 card. It's like a very also spiritual number. Let us see. You're aligning more and more with your intuition as well. So the minimus card says that nature holds all the answers. Again, the nature. The wisest witch knows her questions will be answered when she dives into the natural world without reservation. Like the girl of Minimus who is fused with the forest, it is time to merge with the source. Drop your stuff, your attachments, and be the one with the nature. It is time to recommune with the raw, authentic self that was you when you were sparked into the existence. And what you will be when you transition into the next plane of existence. Exactly. Like you are going from this. There was a portal here. Yeah. You're going into that beautiful portal for your highest good. Okay. Minimus dips her fingers into the well of universal inspiration. This is the card of meditation. There is also flip interpretation of this card. Is she retreating or emerging? So if this card is drawn during a period of solitude, it is a prompt that it is now time to emerge from the dark. Retro, restorative forest. Okay, it's now time to emerge from the dark, restorative forest into the sunlight to share your radiance. And conversely, if it's drawn during a time of an intense activity and visibility, it is time to retreat to the shadows. Whatever you basically resonate with. But I'm also seeing that there were some things that you feel so inspired to take an action. Also, for a while, this is like a big time to go from the spirit, from your ancestors as well. You're very connected to your ancestors at the moment. But this is what I got for you. Thank you so much for being with me in here. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. I always love to hear your experiences down in the comments if you find messages resonating. If you want to further connect with me for personal readings, you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm sending you lots of love and hope I will see you again, and take care of yourselves until then. Bye bye.